You pull up to a job site, you look over at a contractor setting up his rig, and what do you see sitting right on top of the chemical tank? It is almost always a squeeze bottle of standard green washing up liquid, right next to the sodium hypochlorite. The thinking seems simple enough. You want foam, you want Klingon vertical render, so why not just squirt in a bit of cheap dish soap from the local supermarket? Well, here is the problem. What feels like a clever, cheap shortcut is actually, it is actively sabotaging your chemical mix before you even pull the trigger on your spray gun. Household detergent is designed to wash plates in warm tap water, not to coexist with a heavy oxidizer like sodium hypochlorite. When you drop standard washing up liquid into a high-strength hypo batch, a rapid oxidation reaction starts straight away. The active chlorine molecules in your bleach literally burn up, fighting the organic fragrance, dyes, and unbuffered surfactants in that dish soap. I actually tested this exact thing on a job site years ago because I kept seeing contractors swear by it. We mixed up a batch using standard washing up liquid, pulled out our chemical test strips, and checked the active strength immediately. Within 15 to 20 minutes in that tank, the active SH concentration had dropped by nearly 40%. Think about what that means in real terms. You think you are applying a effective 2% Softwash solution to clean red algae off a wall, but by the time it travels through your hose and hits that render, you are spraying a diluted, broken down 1.2% mix. Oh, and as a bonus, the solution turns a murky, sludgy brown and starts off gassing toxic chlorine gas right in your workspace. Now, some guys will look at that batch and say, "But Mark, look at all the bubbles. It creates this massive head of foam on the wall." But that bubble foam is pure optical illusion. High volume dish soap foam is mostly trapped air. It sits on top of the surface, creates huge soapy bubbles, and then within about 90 seconds it completely collapses and drains off vertical K-rend, taking your active chemicals straight down to the floor without ever penetrating into the deep pores of the render where the biological spores are actually rooted. To actually keep a Softwash chemical where it belongs, you have to understand surface tension. Water by itself has a surface tension of around 72 dynes per centimetre. That high surface tension causes water droplets to bead up and bridge right across the surface gaps of rough monocouche render, refusing to sink in. When you introduce a proper bleach-compatible Softwash surfactant like Cleverwash, it drives that surface tension down to below 30 dynes per centimetre. It breaks the skin of the liquid, forcing the solution to spread out ultra-thin and pull itself deep into the microscopic voids of the surface. And that is where the economics of your business completely change. A properly engineered surfactant does not just drop surface tension, it creates a structured, lingering sheet of chemical that holds a clean 2% hypo mix against a vertical wall for 15 minutes or longer. Compare that to the dish soap approach. When your mix drains off in 90 seconds, the only way contractors compensate for that poor dwell time is by doubling their chemical strength up to 4%. You end up using twice as much sodium hypochlorite, burning through your profit margins, risking severe damage to surrounding plants, and doubling your runoff risk, all because you tried to save a few quid on surfactant. This is why moving past improvised bucket chemistry is the single biggest step you can take as a professional contractor. When you understand the science behind soft washing chemistry, you are not just a person with a pressure washer or a pump sprayer anymore. You are a specialist. That is why we built the Softwash UK CPD Certified Softwash Training course. It gives contractors the proper technical foundation, the safety credentials, and the route to becoming an approved Softwash applicator, backed by the National Association of Softwash Community. So here is my challenge for you today. Take a vertical sample board or a piece of scrap render behind your shed. Spray your current dish soap mix on one side and spray a properly proportioned mix with a dedicated Softwash surfactant on the other. Watch how long each one stays pinned to that vertical surface. Once you see the difference in dwell time with your own eyes, head over to softwashing.uk, grab the proper gear, check out our training, and let us build your business the right way. Cheers for listening, and stay safe out there.